Like, oh shit, I'm on the spot.
Welcome back, Retro Killscreen Podcast. That's us.
Yeah.
Just kind of a weird start there, but let's get into it, I guess.
Better than the half hour we sat deciding what game for 2 weeks from now.
Oh, I should probably just include that, because it is all recorded, because I'm an idiot.
You could always just, I'd say, take bits and pieces of it.
Bloopers. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, those wacky guys talking completely casually and not remembering their recording.
That's just a thing that happens now, and I think I have the Awful Gamer guys to thank for that, because when we play, they just record in case something happens, so I'm just used to that now. So whatever, I guess. But yeah, so we spent a half an hour talking about what we're even going to do in 2 weeks from now, which isn't important, but what is important is Ducktales.
Ooh.
Ugh. I wanted to do the WhooHoo.
You can still do the WhooHoo.
Woohoo!
Ducktales.
Oh, crap. I missed it. I know.
I left it. I gave you it.
I know. I was just kidding around anyways. I wanted to see what you would say if I just didn't say anything. And
I would have just taken it myself.
Yeah.
Danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Ducktales.
So, anyways. So, Ducktales came out 1990? Yeah? Really? I think. I'm pretty sure it was 1990.
Show or the game?
The game.
That's crazy.
Crazy early or crazy late?
Late.
Okay. It sounded there for a second like you couldn't decide.
I couldn't, actually. And then as soon as I looked up DuckTales and it said it started in 87, I'm like, no, that sounds about right, actually.
Yeah. Because I would have been 1.5? Depending.
Yeah. 100 episodes, September 18th, 1987, and November 28th, 1990.
Yeah. So the show had already been around for roughly 2 years before development started, and then they put this amazing, amazing game out. Good old Capcom doing right by their licensed material, I guess.
Whoa, this is weird. We actually got DuckTales in 1989.
1989?
Yeah, unless I think actually someone might have been messing around with Wiki, because it says North America got it September 89, Japan got it January 1990, and then the Euro Union got it in December 1990.
Well, I would assume DuckTales and Disney in general was much bigger in North America than the other two to begin with, so...
I guess, but that seems kind of...
Okay, so 89-90.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Like 20-some years ago, I guess? I mean, I could probably just think of my birthday and be like, no, that's about 22 years ago. But no, it's too easy to do that. So we'll just say 20-some years ago. This amazing game came out. Now, I just finished playing it. And
you're so fresh on it.
I'm pretty fresh on it. To be fair, it was one of the first games I owned on the Nintendo besides the Mario games. So I had played it many, many times. I know that game like the back of my hand, so it's not a big thing that I was just playing it. But I could still talk about it had I not played any of it, because I've just played it so much in my life. It's disgusting. What are your thoughts on it?
I'm a big fan of it, honestly. DuckTales was actually a pretty sweet game. I'm trying to think of the last time I actually played it, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was about 3 years ago. I sat down and beat the game on hard for the first time, because I played it a bunch as a kid, but I always just kind of wandered around. I never really focused on beating the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I always could just kind of wander around the moon stage and listen to the kick-ass music.
Yeah, that music is fantastic. All of the tunes in that game are really good. A big thing for me with these old games too is I'm a big fan of, since they're licensed games, they have the actual theme songs, and the MIDI versions, the 8-bit music versions they did of those are fantastic.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. Capcom really knew their music back then.
Like, even though I really like the DuckTales theme, Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, I'm still surprised to this day that they have the whole theme done.
Oh yeah, right. It's totally the extended version too.
It's the whole theme, yeah. And when I was I was playing that game, I guess to pull the curtain back a little bit before I was playing DuckTales this week. And I just left it on the title screen for a good 5 minutes singing along to the MIDI version. It was kind of amazing. And that theme gets stuck in your head so easily, it's ridiculous. Maybe it's only because of the nostalgia factor. I mean, I don't know. What are kids into these days? The Pokemans?
They're into the Skrillex.
Ugh.
Pokemon Skrillex.
Why does Skrillex always come up?
Pika, 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 Pikachu, Pika, Pikachu. Did you know he was in Wreck-It Ralph?
I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph.
Well, spoiler alert.
Why would you ruin that for me?
Skrillex is the villain.
Fuck you. You're kidding.
I am kidding.
Oh.
Well, no, I'm kidding about the villain part. He actually is in the movie.
Okay.
He just has like essentially a walk-on.
Have you seen the movie then?
Yeah, I saw it Tuesday.
How is it?
I really liked it, actually.
Okay, I really want to see it.
It focuses more on its own story than just kind of like video game cameo.
Well, from what a lot of people say, the first half of it is kind of like the nostalgia retro kind of like arcade game porn that every gamer is into or like wanting to see it for, and then the rest of it is just kind of a Pixar movie sort of thing.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
I'm totally in then. Why haven't I seen this yet? Tell me.
Probably the same reason I did. You just didn't have the time.
Yeah, because I've been playing DuckTales, a video game on the NES system. Okay, so basic idea, Scrooge McDuck, the richest duck in the world, or Duckburg. Is Duckburg the world?
No, Duckburg's just the town.
Okay, so is he is the richest in Duckburg and the world?
He's the richest in the world.
What about the universe?
You'll have to ask Gizmo Duck that, because I think he's the only guy who ever went to space out of that whole crew.
What about the extended universe?
I don't think Earth 2 Scrooge McDuck, he might have more money than Earth 1.
No, Scrooge totally went to space. Remember in the opening of the show? He was trying to grab a dollar bill.
Oh, right.
And a Martian takes it away from him, and he has the fishbowl helmet on.
I totally forgot about that. You're right. That's straight in the intro.
So he is probably the richest duck in the universe, and maybe the extended universe. We don't know. But we do know he is the richest duck in the world. But since he is Scrooge, he is also the greediest duck in the world. So
also bah humbug.
Yeah, and little Timmy shall go wanting. I don't know. What's something else that happens in that?
Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
Tiny Tim exists.
Tiny Tim.
I was about to say Ichabod Crane shows up, but no, that's a completely different story.
Does Ichabod Crane ever show up in the TV show of DuckTales?
No, because Ichabod Crane's the one who has to deal with the Headless Horseman.
Right. Okay.
You're thinking Bob Crowley or Bob Marley?
Bob Marley?
Let's get together and feel alright. I can't remember the guy's name. It's been that long since I've actually known the characters from A Christmas Carol.
Oh, yeah. I don't. It really doesn't matter.
True. We went off topic again.
Okay, that wasn't so off topic because Christmas Carol, Scrooge McDuck, richest duck in the world. He's going to different lands looking for treasure. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so there's 5 different levels. There's the African mines, the Amazon, the Himalayas, the Moon, and Transylvania. And in each one there is a boss or an end guy holding a treasure, and there are 2 secret treasures in the worlds hidden as well. I have a list up here. Let me just quickly bring it up. So in the African mines, there's a diamond. In the Amazon, there's a scepter, the Incan king. And the Moon, there's cheese. That one was
Moon
always...
cheese. That makes sense. Remember how everyone used to say the moon's made of cheese? So
Of course, it makes sense, but it's the one that isn't really a treasure. It's,
moon cheese?
what it's called here is green cheese of longevity.
Wait, what?
I know. That's why I'm getting all confused here, because... So we got the giant diamond of inner earth, African mines. Okay, that's definitely a treasure, for sure. The Amazon, the scepter of the Incan king, like, totally. It's, that's something that, like, Lara Croft or Nathan Drake would be going for. That's some important shit right there. Some with the Himalayas, the lost crown of Genghis Khan. And Transylvania, it's starting to get a little weird, coin of the lost realm. So, like, whatever, it's still a coin, and ducks apparently love coins. At least Scrooge does. But then the moon is green cheese of longevity. So, by eating this cheese, you live forever?
I think you live longer.
Okay, otherwise it would be the green cheese of infinity.
Mm.
Right, okay. So anyways, you're going to these different places, you're going through a bunch of bullshit to grab all this shit, and then all of a sudden it all gets taken away from you.
Wait, what? Oh, right. Yeah, no, you're totally right. It's been a while, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about this, like, lose everything.
You just watched me go through that.
No, you didn't do that section, though. I wasn't there for that.
Really?
No, when I caught on, you would finish the mines and the Himalayas.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the part where you went to go do the final stage.
No, because it happens before the final stage. So you go through all the levels and it says all levels cleared, and then when you're sitting at your giant computer, all your stuff gets thrown off you. And then it's like, come and face me or whatever, come to Transylvania.
Yeah, because the oh shit, what's the guy's name?
Which one?
The Scottish duck.
Flintheart or Glomgold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the final boss.
Well, he's not a boss fight so much as you are just climbing a rope racing him.
Yeah, what happens if you lose that? Do you just lose a life, or
you have to start again, I believe.
the entire game, or just that race?
No, just that race at the very bottom again.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like, I don't really know what to say about the ending, because it's kind of lackluster. It's just kind of, you get the money, you get your treasures back, and there's a newspaper heading that basically just says, Scrooge McDuck is still the most important person ever, so there you go.
Well, I mean, like, there's a quote-unquote secret ending.
There's two of them, actually.
There's two... Wait, what?
There's two of them. One happens if you get over $10 million and find both hidden treasures.
Yeah,
and there's one if you finish the game with $0.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah. It takes a little weird things you have to go through, but if you finish the game with $0, basically the newspaper says Scrooge has lost his fortune, and he's using the legendary treasures to rebuild his empire.
Dude, I didn't even know that was in the game. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I've never seen that ending because it is hard to not get money in that game.
Worst case scenario, you could probably just cheat it.
Yeah, but cheating's not what we do here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We don't
Got
cheat.
me there.
We do not cheat.
I lie, I cheat, I steal.
If I keep saying it, maybe people will believe it. That's how it works, right, OJ? Whoops.
A little bit of a slip there, tiny bit.
No slip.
All right. All right.
Free OJ. OJ's innocent. That's not true at all. He's totally not. Why are we talking about this? I guess I don't have much else to say about the game. I mean, there are some parts that really annoy me. There's one B in the Amazon level. There's a part where you're getting over this large gap with Launchpad. Mm-hmm. He's flying like a hover helicopter thing that just goes over this one area with a little rope that you have to grab onto, then jump off. And there's a B position that if you don't jump off and either get your cane out at the right time to kill him, he will hit you almost every time. And that's really irritating, but it's non-lethal. Like, if he's the only thing that really hits you up to that point, unless you're new at the game and are getting hit all the time. I guess he could kill you if he knocks you into the pit, but he's just kind of irritating. The ghosts in Transylvania are irritating because what they do is when they come onto the screen, they kind of just go all the way down near where you are, and then they will go just high enough above you when you're ducking to pass you. So as soon as you see them, you have to stop right in your tracks and duck. That's the only way to really avoid them in the part in Transylvania where they show up. So that's really irritating as well, because it took me a long time as a child to figure that out. I always just ran past them. I would take the hit and then just keep running. And I don't know, there's some other weird enemies, like in the mines, there's these stupid little bats that will chase you and then fall on top of you, and that's really annoying as well. But for the most part, the only thing that really bothers me is there's one part specifically in the moon level where there's these like robo ducks, not Gizmo, but like ducks, space ducks or something, and they try to punch you. Mm-hmm. And there's one part where there's only enough space between this platform you're on and spikes above your head that you can fit through without jumping. And if you don't time it right, the game will send a duck through there, and he will slowly punch his way through there, and it takes literally about a minute and a half for him to get all the way through so you can pass. So it just kind of wastes your time there. That's really irritating, and the boss of the moon level is really annoying as well. It's this rat with a pretty unpredictable pattern.
I don't remember the rat being that difficult.
Every time I jump on him when he's on the ground, when I try to jump off him onto one of the platforms, he will follow me, and I will take the hit. Yeah, maybe I just have really bad luck with the rat. He's the only one that usually takes me out in that whole game.
Yeah, because the bosses aren't all that difficult in the game, are they?
No, the bosses are really easy. Like, there's this slime slug thing in the mines, which is just basically rolls around the level. You hit him once, and then you jump out of his way. There's, what's her name now? What's, Magica in Transylvania?
I can't remember. She's like a vampire, essentially. I can't remember what she's like. Her name.
Yeah, well, she turns into a bird thing. But yeah, what she does is she will turn into her bird form and fly around, and there's only one. She goes 3 different elevations, and there's only one elevation when she's in bird form that you can actually reach by jumping on your cane up to her. Otherwise, you just have to kind of follow her and wait for her to come back down into human form, or her duck form, I guess, where she will shoot 3 lightning bolts, one straight across, one up about 45 degrees, and another up about 80 degrees. And right before she does that, you can just jump on her head, so it's not a big issue either. I'm trying to remember what else. The Himalayas, the Yeti just kind of jumps from one end of the screen to the middle to the other end of the screen, and then when he's at the ends of the screen, he punches the wall and things fall from the ceiling that you can avoid pretty easily. That's a boss you can rush, though, because you can hit him once when he's in the middle, and then he stops flashing by the time he gets to the end, and if you're quick enough, when he's at one of the sides, you can just jump on him right away, and then move, and just keep doing that, and he gets about 2 hits off on the walls to make stuff fall before he dies. So he's not a huge issue either. And then, like we were saying, the end boss thing is Flintheart, and it's just a race. So you just climb really fast. You climb faster than him, and you win. So that's not a huge issue either. But, yeah, like, I guess there's not really much else to say on my end of stuff. There's obviously the fan service stuff. Launchpad's in there. Gizmo Duck's in there.
I was so excited when I found Gizmo Duck was in that game.
Yeah, Gizmo Duck's amazing, even though he's only in the part where he blasts a wall for you. I think they might have been able to do a little bit more with him. Webby's in there, and she's just as annoying as she is in the cartoon.
All the main characters who are actually at, like, Scrooge's mansion show up, too.
Yeah, in different parts. Like, Huey, Dewey, and Louie are around, and they give you hints on stuff you have to do or whatever. Webby will just be in your way and just say, please save this guy, or whatever, and it's really annoying. Mrs. Beakley is in the African mines, I believe, and she drops food for you to heal you. Bubba is in the Himalayas. He's trapped in ice because caveman and all that. So you free him and he gives you a secret. Trying to remember who else is in it.
Doesn't Bubba actually give you the health extension, or is that someone else?
He gives you, he destroys a wall with a health extension.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's one of them. There's a health extension that when you save, can't remember if it's Huey, Dewey, or Louie in Transylvania. They tell you that there's a illusion wall somewhere in the.
I couldn't remember who was who. It was Huey was blue, Dewey was red, and Louie was green, right? Or did I get Huey and Dewey mixed up? Because I'm pretty sure Louie was green. I think that was the only one I could remember for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because from what I remember reading a long time ago in the comic books and early shorts and stuff, they were colored randomly.
Oh.
So,
well, I remember they were locked in for the show Ducktales.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, no, that their colors were set in that show.
I'm pretty sure Dewey was green, and I know Huey was red.
Okay.
So I get Dewey and Louie mixed up. Like, you would think Dewey would be blue because dew.
You'd think, but that's a little.
Yeah, I don't know. It really doesn't matter. They're in the game. That's all that matters.
That boss you were talking about was called Magica Dispel.
Magica Dispel?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Yeah. The Beagle Boys are in it.
Were they? I don't remember them doing much.
They're not bosses. They're just normal guys you can destroy with your cane.
Oh, right. Okay.
One of them is holding, I'm going to say Huey. It's probably Dewey.
I found out Huey is red, Dewey is blue, and Louie is green.
Dewey is blue for sure?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was right about Louie being green. That's the only one I got right.
Okay. The only one I knew was Huey was red.
Yep. So we each knew one specific duck.
So we make one person.
We make 2/3 of the DuckTales team.
We make one perfect DuckTales fan. And 2 terrible people.
Yes.
Okay.
All together, yes.
Makes
Shit, what was I going to say? Did you ever see the show that had, like, Donald Duck and the 3 nephews, but they were grown up?
No.
I'm trying to remember what the name of the show was. But,
that sounds like it might be amazing.
I think, here we go. Quack Pack. That's what it was called.
Oh, Quack Pack. Yeah, well, they weren't necessarily grown up. They were just
They were
older.
teenagers. They were teenagers.
Right. Yeah. I don't remember it very well, but yeah, I have seen it for sure. Isn't Webby in it as well?
Yeah. If I'm looking at the right picture, she totally looks like Donald's girlfriend.
Wait, what?
Or what's the name of Donald's girlfriend?
Daisy?
Like, yeah.
She looks like Daisy then?
In that picture I just looked at,
As a teenager?
Kinda, yeah.
I thought they gave them more attitude.
Oh yeah, no,
Quack
she
Pack.
looks a bit more toot-ish, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Or you can look at it.
Yeah.
Determine your quack packedness.
My Quack Pack-idness?
Yeah. How severe is your quack pack?
That's pretty private, and I would rather not disclose that on the internet. That's information only me and my doctor know.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Next time I'll have a medical license when I ask that.
I'll show you later. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't really know what else to say. They made a DuckTales 2, which I don't remember very well at all.
It came out like 2 years after the SNES was out.
Right, so I probably played it once, if that even.
I have never seen a copy of it. To get a copy of it costs about $90 nowadays.
Okay, I wonder if that's any good.
I've heard it's all right, but just I think it's more of the same. Like it's kind of like Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers 2 was essentially more of the same with some slight tweaks.
And apparently, DuckTales was also ported to the Game Boy.
Yes, I do have that.
You own it?
Yes.
How does that play?
Very similar actually. I don't remember if the HUD was the same, but it's the pogo stick and everything's still there.
Okay. Did you ever see that DuckTales movie?
The DuckTales movie?
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to remember.
If I have, wait, wasn't that the movie that they split up as the pilot of the show or something like that? Or am I getting that backwards?
No, it is a movie where there's like a warlock with a talisman. And when he puts the talisman on a genie, he turns a genie evil to do his bidding for him.
Don't think I've seen this.
But like, it starts off with them doing a Tomb Raider type thing where Scrooge, being the greediest bastard ever, is breaking into this old tomb to steal a genie's lamp.
Ducktales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp.
Yeah, that's the one. It's fucking fantastic. If you can find a copy of, like, I have it on VHS somewhere. Maybe I should lend it to you.
I see the poster for it. It's pretty much Indiana Jones. That makes it look amazing.
It's really good. I'm not even kidding about that. I watched it. It's really short too. It's maybe like an hour and some. It's probably on YouTube because I think I watched it recently on YouTube and I think it was the full movie. So if you can go on YouTube and find it, I suggest anyone listening to this check it out. It's really good. Basically, they steal a lamp and the genie in the lamp is actually like a kid duck sort of thing, and he becomes friends with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. But at the same time, this evil warlock with his talisman is trying to use the genie for all his evil duties and stuff like that, and there's lessons about friendship and all that sort of thing. It's really good. So
well, there's always lessons about friendship.
It's because friendship is magic, as Nathan tells me. I think he heard it from a pony.
Oh, he hears everything from a pony.
Yes, he does. I don't even know him anymore.
No, you know him. You just know he's about ponies.
Oh yeah, I know him quite well, actually.
There you go. Pony, angry about Argo.
So, Disney's DuckTales.
Ooh.
I was hoping you would do that.
Thank you. glad I could be of service.
I was setting you up. Ooh. Okay, so next week we are talking about your game, Streets of Rage 1.
Yes.
Which I hate you for choosing because it plays so sloppily compared to all the others.
But you have the car!
Yeah, that's pretty good. And there's... Okay, we can't talk about stuff. Like, I want to talk about it already. Because there is some really amazing stuff in that game that I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Like, some of those bosses are irritating and amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will admit 2's the better game, but man, do I love me some Streets of Rage 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm really glad you chose that one now. Revisiting it has been... It's been something we'll get into next week for sure.
All right.
In the meantime, 2 weeks from now, we've been doing pretty good mixing up the systems. We had an NES game, a Super NES game, 2 Genesis games, I guess, Gunstar Heroes. We did also.
Yeah, we did Gunstar Heroes. What was the other one we did?
That wasn't a game along though, was it?
No, Gunstar wasn't a game along. Gunstar, I think, was the last one before we got into game along.
Yeah, so the game alongs have been almost in perfect succession. It's been Castlevania was our NES, ActRaiser was our Super NES, and then now Streets of Rage is our Genesis. Oh, I guess we had DuckTales as another NES, but whatever. Yeah. Let's forget
that was a hiccup. That was a reset.
Yeah, let's forget this all happened. So like, click. That was the Men in Black thing. You all forgot this podcast just happened. So we're in perfect succession. We're NES, Super NES, and Genesis.
Welcome to Retro Killscreen. How's it going? We're here to talk about DuckTales.
I hate you so much.
I know.
So obviously, the next thing we're jumping on is the SEGA CD.
Yeah, that seems like the most logical jump. Hey guys, bust out your SEGA CDs, all 5 of you. And that's being generous with that number.
I mean, I don't have a SEGA CD, and I grew up a SEGA kid. So.
I have one hooked up in my living room.
Yeah, but you're a crazy person.
Well, yes, that is entirely true.
Okay, are you the type of person that will has the Genesis, the CD, and the 32X?
Yes.
Please tell me you have that set up.
I have the 32X, but I'm missing a cord for it, so I can't.
Oh my god, why do they do that? That's so irritating.
The stupid thing needs 2 cords to hook up.
Yeah, I know.
On top of the power supply it needs.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking ridiculous. But I'm so glad I have someone in my life that is that person.
You're welcome.
Because I don't want to be that person, and I just want to ridicule you now. But so at the same time...
I am essentially your life choices role model, or like anti-role model.
You are my avatar in a parallel universe. that I do not want to enter, but I want to be
from that parallel universe.
You gotta talk like this all the time.
That's how they talk over there.
They don't talk like that, man.
It's really weird.
So, anyways, we're getting off topic again, but we're gonna play Sonic CD. From what I remember, it is really good. The music is fantastic. It's still one of my...
Literally all I remember of Sonic CD is Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
Do you remember any of the music in the actual game?
No.
Okay, so you're in for a treat if you actually like video game music, because it's really good.
What if I just like Sonic Boom?
Then I hate you. Then...
Well, we'll find out in 2 weeks.
Then this podcast is over. So yeah, bust out your Sega CD, bust out Sonic CD. Or if you're a sane person, why not go on the Xbox and buy it? Didn't you say it's like $5?
Yeah, I remember it's actually crazy cheap.
Yeah, so go on your Xbox, buy Sonic CD. You won't regret it. Unless you hate Sonic, then I'm sorry, but you're an idiot for buying something you know you hate. So whatever. And we'll talk about that 2 weeks from now. And until then,
Ooh.
good night.
I was just sitting there waiting. He's like, is he just gonna say Ducktales so I can go? Ooh? I was like, no, he's not. I better just do it anyways.